Now this one's just sad. It says a lot about our society. A worker in Florida applied to 60 entry-level jobs in September and got one interview. Joey Holes recalled first hearing complaints about a labor shortage last year when he was called to donate convalescent plasma at a clinic near Fort Myers, Florida. The guy went on a rant about how he couldn't find help and couldn't keep anybody in his medical facility because they all quit over the stimulus checks. I'm like, your medical professionals quit over a $1,200 check? That's weird. Over the next several months, the 37-year-old watched as a growing chorus of businesses said they couldn't find anyone to hire because of government stimulus money. It was so ubiquitous that they joined a No One Wants to Work Facebook group where users made memes writing frustrated employees. Now that's smart, assuming the restaurant is good. He said he found it hard to believe the government money was keeping people out of labor, especially when the end of expanded federal unemployment benefits didn't trigger a surge in employment. I mean, it got me employed. All benefits ended in September, but 26 states, including Florida, ended them early in June and July. Can confirm. If this extra money that everyone supposedly stopped in June and it's now September, obviously that's not what's stopping them. He said workers have said companies struggling to hire often aren't offering competitive pay and benefits. Yeah. So Holes, a former food service worker and charter boat crewman, decided to run an experiment. September 1st, he sent a job application to a pair of restaurants that had been particularly public about staffing shortage. Then he widened the test and spent the remainder of the month applying for jobs. Mostly employers vocal about a lack of workers and tracking his journey in a spreadsheet. 2 weeks and 28 applications later, he had just 9 email responses, 1 follow-up phone call, and 1 interview with a construction company that advertised a full-time job focused on site cleanup, paying $10 an hour. Christ. Okay, to understand why that particular one fucks with me, $10 an hour is now the current minimum wage in Florida. Bro, I wouldn't work construction for 20, let alone minimum wage. Yeah. Yeah, see what I mean? They literally bring that up, actually. But Holes said the construction company instead tried to offer Florida's minimum wage of $8.65 to start, even though the wage was scheduled to increase to $10 an hour on September 30th. He added that it wanted full-time availability while scheduling only part-time until Holes gained seniority. Holes said he wasn't applying to any roles he didn't qualify for. Some wanted a high school diploma, he said. Some wanted retail experience. Most of them were, he said, willing to train or minimum experience, and none of them were over $12 an hour. He said, I didn't apply for anything that required a degree. I didn't apply for anything that must have 6 experience. Saying, Holes isn't alone. Others have also spoken about their troubles finding work despite the seemingly tight labor market. In a Facebook post on September 29th that went viral on Twitter and Reddit as well, Holes said, 58 applications say y'all aren't desperate for workers. You're just missing your slip. I mean, he's probably right. I'm glad I got a job that now pays really well and has great benefits. My opinion is this familiar story to many. By the end of September, Holes had sent out 60 applications, received 16 email responses, 4 follow-up phone calls, and 1 solitary interview. Here at a pie chart showing the result. Holes acknowledged that his results may not be representative of a larger labor challenge in the country, since his search was local and targeted the most vocal critics of stimulus spending. He added that despite the claims of some businesses struggling to hire, his boss had no staffing issues with the pandemic. Nobody leaves the position because he wants to take care of his people. Holes said, referring to his boss. It's just something about. Now, we get to see what the brain trust at Reddit has to think about this. Brace yourselves, this is going to get terrible. Sounds exactly like my job search last year, except my stats were 170 applications, 0 interviews. Useless article in 2 forums now. Okay. Well, at least no one's complaining? Question mark? New Florida Peach. This is just, we already had this article. Headline should read 2 teaching positions open. Probably.